Hi, my name is Paul Hessels and I'm a psychologist at OpenUp. Thanks for joining me in this mini course about anxiety. Anxiety, as many of us might have experienced, is a very uncomfortable feeling. In certain situations, such as before an important exam or waiting to hear results from a health checkup, feeling anxious is normal and expected. The worry and uncertainty of these situations causes this anxiety. However, when anxiety becomes our daily experience and it interferes with us living happy and healthy lives, that's when it becomes more challenging. Anxiety itself is not a bad thing, and it serves a purpose in our lives, to keep us safe. From an evolutionary perspective, it helped us stay alive. If we saw a predator or heard an unusual noise, a feeling of anxiety would follow, indicating that we're not safe and need to take some kind of action. As a result, our fight or flight response would be activated. Once our fight or flight response is activated, stress hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol begin to flood our body. This causes us to feel very alert and aware. Our senses sharpen, our breathing becomes quicker, and our muscles tighten. Blood is directed towards vital organs, whilst functions such as digestion are shut down. Then we either prepare to fight the predator in front of us, or with all the extra blood and energy in our extremities, we sprint away to safety. You can see how this evolutionary response has made sure we remain safe and take action when we feel a sense of danger. However, some of us go through this fight or flight cycle multiple times in a single day. Most likely, we are not even in life-threatening situations. Whether it's a tight deadline, an upcoming social situation, or an argument that we just had with a loved one, our bodies may be reacting to these situations as if it's life or death, when in reality, they're not. In the predator example I just shared, you can see that the anxiety is a result of an external circumstance. You see a predator and then the body responds with a fight or flight response. However, in our day-to-day lives, often our anxiety comes not from an external situation, but from our internal mental processes. Think about it. If you receive an email from your boss saying, "Can you please come to my office? We need to talk." It's a pretty ambiguous email. You simply have to get up from your desk, walk to their office, and find out what your boss wants to talk about. However, if you're someone that would experience a great deal of anxiety from receiving such an ambiguous email, it's because of the things you are telling yourself. Am I in trouble? Am I going to be fired? What did I do? These thoughts will lead to fear, worry, and uncertainty, and as a result, anxiety is how our body responds to our restless and fearful mental state. If we experience anxiety enough times, we might get stuck in a cycle of anxiety. A certain situation may cause us anxiety, therefore we avoid it. When we avoid it, we get short-term relief of not having to deal with the situation that causes our anxiety in the first place. In the long term, however, it only contributes to our anxiety growing bigger. Short-term relief through avoidance will only lead to long-term anxiety growth. Therefore, if we want to break this cycle and feel long-term relief, we need to gather some tools and techniques that can help us deal with this anxiety in a more effective and proactive way. In the next video, you will learn about these different ways in which anxiety can show up and the less talked about symptoms that might be a sign of anxiety.